Alright, here we are for round 2. We are playing against D-Nap. This is a tough keep. We have a great hand if we draw a single land. And we can also wait a turn and hopefully draw a Ponder or a Preordain or something. I am going to keep this one. This is a pretty risky keep though. There's some decks this would be very good against, so I'm going to try it. Hopefully we hit a Ponder or a Preordain here. That's what I want to hit the most, or just a land. Alright, Bogles are usually a great matchup. Kiln Fiend is the worst draw pretty much in the deck. Any of our creatures are the worst draws possible. So this was maybe a little greedy, but we do need to go really fast against this deck, and this hand can go very fast. For those of you who watched the Community Pauper Challenge, you could watch Bogles versus Izzet Blitz on there. I'm gonna block here. I'd like to get this off the table. I'm sure they have another one, otherwise they wouldn't have made that attack. But if they have to spend their turn here playing another one, it's possible I shouldn't have done that because they were gonna have to play this Ledgewalker anyway. That's probably a bad block. It wouldn't have flipped, or would have flipped to another one of the worst cards in our deck. So unfortunately we have 12 cantrips and, I don't know, 16 or 17 more lands in our deck that would all be great draws, and we've missed twice. Which isn't that unlikely. When you keep a risky hand like this, that's sometimes something you sign up for, and this is a risky deck, so that's going to happen. I'm just going to let that resolve, of course. It doesn't do anything at this point, but this could very easily be lethal next turn. If we hit a land here, we could definitely win in 2 turns with our Kiln Fiend. We hit like 2 islands in a row. Alright, a mountain. Not as good as an island, but it's not the worst. So if our opponent plays like 3 Rancors here or something, I think we might be dead. No, that wouldn't quite be enough. That would only be 19. But if they play something like Utopia Sprawl for white and Ethereal Armor and then some Rancors, we are dead this turn. Looking back, I'm pretty sure that was a really bad block by me early. That's just not an attack they make if they don't have another creature, and I'm still, I guess, kind of in control deck mode a little bit, and I need to get off of that. They got another Boggle, okay. They got a ton of Boggles. This block's looking worse and worse. Okay. So our opponent's hand not very good either. They've got this Ancestral Mass that doesn't do anything, but unfortunately for us, their hand could turn around in a second. Land. Ugh. We're just like running, like runner, worst cards in our deck. Let's attack with the Kiln Fiend. If they double block, I'll bolt this plant, get all the blockers out of the way. My guess is they're just chump blocking. Yep. And that's fine. Play this other Kiln Fiend. See what our opponent's got. I'm hoping they're just stuck on white spells in their hand and can't do anything. So we're both playing really clumsy decks, and you can kind of see what happens when you do that. So I might have to count this up to see if we draw a Mutagenic Growth, if that's lethal or not. We got another one. Okay. Probe is a great draw. My guess is we're going to see a couple white spells in their hand that they can't cast right now. 2 forests, not even white spells. They've just got nothing. Okay. I'm going to attack here. I believe, I think I'll use a Temur Battle Rage if they double block one of these. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just play my other Kiln Fiend. If they don't block at all, let's see if we have lethal. We'd have 14 from one of them. Okay, they are going to double block. I'm going to save this Temur Battle Rage. I'm actually just going to play my other Kiln Fiend this turn. So that would be... But I got a quick count for see if it's lethal. So, okay. Temur Battle Rage will put us up to 14 damage from one of them and 7 from the other. So if they don't block... If they don't double block, they're dead. And they're dead to bolt next turn. So I guess I will be casting Temur Battle Rage here, I think. Let's make sure I did that right in my head. So we've got 7, and then we've got another 7. So we've got 14 from the Temur Battle Rage here, and another 7 from this one for 21. So that'll be not quite dead here, but I am going to go ahead and do that. If they don't draw a lifelink spell of some kind, actually they can't even possibly. They have to draw exactly Abundant Growth into some kind of life gain enchantment. I'll just pop this for an island right now. I don't think... It's pretty unrealistic for us to lose from here. Our opponent had a pretty clumsy hand. They have to go like Abundant Growth, Abundant Growth, Abundant Growth, Abundant Growth. That would probably kill us. But from just forests in their hand, they can't really do anything. My guess is they're just going to concede here rather than even bother to pass the turn. But if they don't have anything, they're just chump blocking both of our guys anyway. It doesn't do anything. Okay. That does nothing. And bolt our opponent. Dead opponent. Alright, so we had a pretty bad hand there. We killed them on turn 7, which is pretty bad. And normally Bogles would have killed us by then, but they had a pretty bad hand too. So that's what happens when you play these kind of inconsistent all-in decks. So Flaring Pain might be important. Electrickery is very good. And that's about it. I didn't see Aura Gnarlid. I'm going to take out 2 bolts. And I'm going to take out the Dispel. They don't really play any instants, even post-board. If I see like a Fog, which I guess sometimes they play a One of Moments piece or something, I might bring the Dispel back in, but I'm really not expecting that to happen. I don't think there's anything else I want in here. Like I mentioned in a previous video set, Stormbound Geist can't block Solana Ledgewalker, even though it can only be blocked by creatures with flying, because the Ledgewalker itself doesn't actually have flying. So Stormbound Geist can't block anything in their deck. Jeskai Sage might be okay as a chump blocker, but I'm not really in the business of bringing in chump blockers. So we're just going to run this. This is usually a pretty good matchup for our deck. They are a little bit slower and probably actually a little bit less consistent. They're more resilient to removal than we are, but neither of these two decks really has removal, so that gives us the advantage in this matchup. Alright, let's see if I can remember actually to fix the record. I keep forgetting to fix the game record in between, so here we are, we're 1-0 in this game against Bogles. Alright, this hand's terrible. Doesn't have any creature, doesn't have blue mana. We gotta mulligan that one. This hand's okay. It could really use some card draw, but, you know, we're gonna keep it. See if we can find... I'm gonna put... Oh, Temur Battle Rage. Let's leave that on top. That's a nice one. So this hand will definitely kill on turn 4 if we live that long. So we'll see if that's a reality. And we'll likely be able to win through at least one blocker, and depending on what else we draw, we might be able to win through 2 blockers. They do sometimes play Journey to Nowhere, so one of our guys could get hit by that. Let's see what they've got here. Do they have an Ethereal Armor for the perfect start? Nope, just a garbage enchantment. I'm not a big fan of this enchantment. I don't play it in my decks. It doesn't help against sacrifice like edicts, and anything that increases toughness basically makes a Boggle unkillable, so I don't need that. It is a little nice that it's a 1 mana green enchantment that gets you out of Electrickery range, but I don't know. There's got to be something better than this, right? I'd rather just play an Orin Arlid. Let's see what they've got here. Okay. So we could kill this, but since this is an Umbra, as Totem Armor, and that means if it would die, you just take the Umbra off of it. Alright, if we draw an island, we will most certainly have lethal next turn. Hopefully they don't have like an Ancestral Mask, or another Armadillo Cloak would be really bad for us too. I haven't actually done the math, so maybe I should quick count this up. Oh, it doesn't matter if we draw an island, because Gauss is just going to be uncastable for us. Lifelink, that's pretty annoying, but it's not the worst. They are going to gain 8 life this turn instead, since Armadillo Cloak gives them a trigger that gains them life. Usually this is often a little worse, because you don't gain the life right away for blocking, but it's better if you have multiples. Rancor, okay, they're gaining 12 life this turn. But we have a lot of damage. So I could kill this guy if I just play one of these, but I'm just going to take the hit. And I'm actually considering playing this other Cyclops. Let's see what I draw. Okay, they've got a Glade Cover Scout. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to get to 35 damage, but I'm going to count it out, of course. So I can only play 2 instants and sorceries, so that's only 6 extra. So I've got 6 extra for each of them, so that puts us to 14. And then one of them is going to have an extra 2. So let's just count up the Cyclops. Let's assume they block the Cyclops here. We've got Mutagenic Growth is going to put it to 4 with the trigger, and then 5/6 power with the resolution. And then the Temur Battle Rage is going to bring it up to 9. So that's going to be 18 damage. And then the Kiln Fiend will just be another 7, so that's only 25. That's not enough. So unfortunately, I think I might just have to play this other Cyclops and hope they miss. I am going to attack with our Kiln Fiend here. Get 1 damage in. So if we draw another island next turn, we should be in great shape to kill them. Unfortunately, I drew these 2 mountains. Really need them to basically draw land. It's going to be tough for us to win through anything else. Okay. So again, I could kill this thing, but it will just take the Spider Umbra off, and then I'll have to try to kill it again the next time. It's possible at some point in this I should have just traded for this guy, but I think we can deal 46 here if we draw any kind of instant or sorcery. Let's see what they have in their second main. Hopefully it's not a creature. Hopefully it's just a land. Okay, just a life gain land. Come on. What do I want? I want a Ponder. Flaring Pain. Well, I'm not going to count it. We'll just figure out if we have enough, I think. Well, no, I can actually just block and I can still block and kill that guy next turn, unfortunately. So I can't just YOLO jam. So let's quick count this out. I can cast these 3 spells, and unfortunately I can't flash this back because it costs too much mana. So we've got 3 spells, so that means 27 extra damage. Let's just assume I'm going to put everything on this Nivik Cyclops. So we've got +3 for the Mutagenic Growth and another 2, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. So we're up to 24 damage from the Nivix Cyclops. I think we're going to be like 1 or 2 points short, so that's 24 from this, and then we've got another 9, so that's 10 here and 10 here. And that's going to be it for us. Really needed a cantrip into another cantrip or an island, and we would have certainly won here. I believe the Spider Umbra does not remove it from combat. So actually, if we use Team or Battle Rage on something, we will be able to first strike kill this guy. Well, alright. I guess I'll attack with my Kiln Fiend again. So we should be able to kill this guy twice. Man, we were so close. Really needed this. Unfortunately, I brought in this Flaring Pain, but I don't think... Yeah, Lightning Bolt probably would have gotten it. Maybe we'd have been 1 point short with the Lightning Bolt. I'm not positive. I really need to hope they don't draw one of their enchantments that makes this guy super huge. Otherwise, we'll definitely lose. Armadillo Cloak doesn't make it super huge. But it is going to mean I'm probably going to have to use this Flaring Pain too, which is actually okay. Alright. So, I do have to be careful because I'm going to kill the Spider Umbra with first strike damage, and then I'm going to so I'm going to kill the Spider Umbra with first strike damage, but this is still going to be engaged in combat and it's still going to have 7 power, and that means I have to block with both and I'm going to lose 1 Cyclops. So I'm really using a lot of resources here to take this thing out, but it is what it is. I could have probably made this play a little earlier, and they're going to gain a ton of life again because these 2 Armadillo Cloaks are going to hit us. There's no way to do enough first strike damage to deal with both, so alright, Team or Battle Rage this guy. Yeah. All these triggers. It's going to be pretty incredible if we get out of this one, but we definitely could. They have no cards left. If they brick a few times here, we could get them. Okay, so we got that part. I'm just going to cast the Flaring Pain. Alright. I want to save the Mutagenic Growth, plus I only get 1 more Phyrexian spell for the rest of the game, so since I'm going to be at 3. Okay, they get their Rancor back. They get to put that on their Scout. So they got like 4 for 3 or something, but they also gained like a million life already. Maybe I just got a little too greedy and I should have tried to kill that thing earlier, but I really thought, I mean, we could have easily won that game that turn. Won the game that turn if we hit an island or any cantrip. Just a lot of stuff we could have hit to win the game there. See if our opponent plops that Rancor down. Maybe they're scared of a Daze. They shouldn't be. This deck usually doesn't run any, but sometimes we've got a 1 or 2 of. There's not a ton of reason not to just play around Daze, simply because they have a lot of mana at this point for their deck. But they're going for it. We don't have it. Well, there's the island we needed last turn. So I'm just going to attack with the Kiln Fiend. It's possible we could win this turn, but it's so incredibly unlikely that I don't want to screw around with that. Okay. They're not blocking. So the reason I don't want to play the Gush that turn is I really want to save it for next turn when I can pick these 2 islands up and then play another one down. See what they drew. Another Scout. That's fine. Hopefully we can find an Electrickery. That would pretty much put this game away at this point. Alright. Ponder's a great start. Pump up our guys. Okay. Ooh. So, mutagenic growth is really bad. We can't cast another one. This is a tough call. I haven't done the math, but I'm pretty sure we don't have lethal here. They've got a pretty hefty life total at this point. So, let's count it up just to be sure. So, mutagenic growth would put Kiln Fiend to 9. Gush would put it up to 12. Temur Balrage put it to 15. So that's just 30, and the other creature would only be 13. So we can only do 43 this turn, which is not nearly enough. I'm tempted to shuffle and try to find an Electricity, because that would really probably just end the game outright. These are great spells, though, so it's really tough for me to do that. And I can also just play this Delver and guaranteed flip it. Yeah, it's a tough choice here. Man, oh man. This mutagenic growth is dead. This is a really tough choice. This is probably the toughest choice I've had with this deck so far. Well, I'm going to put that mutagenic growth on top. Definitely don't want to draw that first. Jeez. Alright, well, I think I will keep this stuff. After the Gush, we're only one card away from finding new ones. I'm going to play the Delver. I'm just going to attack with the Kiln Fiend. They don't even have to pretend to think about blocking. Their opponent moved immediately to combat. Which, you know, that's maybe a little hasty, especially if they drew something. It looks like they might have misclicked the way they're pausing. One nice thing about this Flaring Pain is I always have... Well, that's an interesting attack. Why would they do that? They really have something that's an instant? This deck doesn't play instants. Well, I'm blocking. I don't know. Maybe they have like Hunger of the Howlpack or something? That'd be pretty annoying. No? Oh, they want to get to Rancor on the Ledgewalker. Okay, that makes sense. Luckily, we are going to flip our Delver here. So we can block that. The unfortunate thing is we cannot... we can't live through another instant or sorcery. Alright, I'm going to Gush here. See what we can find. Come on, Electricity. That's what I really need. I know there's mutagenic growth. We get one new card. Okay, Preordain. This is the kind of turn we needed to actually get enough damage through. Electricity. Those are both pretty bad. I don't need another Delver for anything. A Probe. I'm going to cast that for mana. I don't think I'm going to need extra mana this turn. I mean, maybe I will if I draw into a cantrip here, but... Okay, no cards in their hand. Darn. So it kind of fizzled out there. We don't have nearly enough for lethal, I don't think, but let me quick look at it. So... Kiln Fiend will go up to 15 with Mutagenic Growth, 18 with Temur Battle Rage, and then 21 with Flaring Pain. So unfortunately that's only 42 damage, and the Cyclops... Actually, how big is the Cyclops going to be? So let's double check that again. So I've got the Flaring Pain, Mutagenic Growth, and Temur Battle Rage. Really need to hit one more. I think if we hit one more we might have gotten there. So... I've got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21 for the Kiln Fiend. So that's 42 damage. So let's just type that so I don't keep forgetting. So 42. Nivik Cyclops, it's going to get pumped by these, so it'll go up to 19. Alright, and then we've got the Delver for 3 more. So, I believe, is that exactly 62? Or is that, no, that's a little more. That's 64, isn't it? Gotta make sure I did my math right. 64 is lethal no matter what they do, so I don't want to mess this up. So we've got 10 and 10. 10, 15, 18, 21, times 2 with the Team or Battle Rage. So 21 puts me to 42. Cyclops gets 3. 1, 2, 3. So that goes to 19. Insect is another 3. And 19 plus 42 is 61. 64. So I think we got this. I've already cast something so that a Cyclops can attack. That's something that sometimes people forget. You have to cast something before you attack. It's a good thing I counted that up. We are either going to kill our opponent here or leave them with no creatures. We can't kill them if they block 1 on each here. But they'll have no creatures left if they do that. And I'll cast Mutagenic Growth to save the Kiln Fiend from this Ledgewalker if they block there. I'll turn off auto yields just to make sure I don't accidentally F6 through this. I wonder if our opponent is counting it up. If we don't have, if they're thinking we just have some other spell, Mutagenic Growth isn't enough. If it's not Mutagenic Growth, it isn't enough. Okay, looks like we got him. Going down to 1. Hopefully I counted right, you guys. Otherwise, we lose right here. It's as simple as that. Hopefully Flaring Pain's an instant, yeah. I don't play with that card very much. So if our opponent was thinking about Fog in here, not happening. Alright, looks like we got him. 42. And -1, 43, we did it. Well, that was a cool one. I'm a little shocked we won that one after we had to spew all that stuff to kill that early Glade Cover Scout. I probably made some mistakes in there, but ended up getting there, so we had to luck out on the one draw. We really needed them to hit one land, and they did, and that was it for them. So let's move on to round 3.